Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be playing Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Now this game is made by the Chinese Room, who I guess worked with Frictional Studios or Frictional Games, whatever they call themselves, to make it. So it's not the same as a usual Frictional game. Sorry about that. It's not as scary. It's more story driven, and there's less horror, less mechanics that make it scary. Like there's no sanity meter, you don't run out of fuel for your lamp. And it takes place I think 1899 is the year. And it's a good game. It's pretty cool. I think it's a good game at least, but it's not as good as, well, it's not as scary as The Dark Descent, but it has a good story. Anyways, I decided to play this because I was going to play Dead Space, but I don't have the time to do that. It's like 7.5 hours maybe or more of recording, and I'd have to do 2 sittings, but I don't really want to. Anyways, in 2 days, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I'm going to have a bunch of family coming over, and then the next day I'm getting up and then we're driving to Pennsylvania, so yeah, real fun. Anyways, let's just start the game. Now that I've gotten the intro done with. Also, before I Alt-Tab to make sure that it was still recording while the loading screen was up, and obviously that crashed it. Seems that whenever there's an Amnesia game, you cannot Alt-Tab when the loading screen is out. Probably in a lot of games, but especially Amnesia. I can do it in GTA 5, I can Alt-Tab from that screen. I don't know, it's just, I think I can do that in probably not Minecraft. Minecraft crashes a lot. If you do anything with your mouse when the Mojang screen shows up, it just fucking crashes. Alright, after the intro I'll check if it's recording. I think it is, I'm sure it will be. Alright. He who makes a beast of himself removes himself from the pain of being human. Dr. Samuel Johnson. I don't know who that is, but it's a good quote. It's true.
Daddy, please don't kill me.
Crazy shit. Oh, that sounds like it's in my house. Yeah, that's fucked up. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm tired. It is now 1 a.m. exactly. And this game's not too long, so I don't really care about the time. I'll probably go to bed at 2:30 or 3 because of this, so. Alright. Come on up. Get up. Get out of bed. Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Shit. Is that the fucking... Must be that drink from Amnesia. Well, it was something to do with roses. I don't remember what it was called. You know what's kind of nice about this game is you don't have to open the drawers.
Find us.
Okay, you don't have to open the drawers to find Tinder. So it's actually it takes a lot of searching off your back instead of opening every single drawer and ooh, is there something in this closet? No, you don't have to look. Anyways, what's this? I think I got an update in my journal. A fever dream. I wake alone to a house in silence. That missing sound of children playing is like a dark and fecund sepulchre, beckoning me to begin a descent to the loam where surely only bodies may be found. No matter, my children call, and I shall answer. I will find them.
I held your hand and watched the blood pool between your legs. You lived long enough to see Edwin, but not Enoch. I will take care of them, my love. I promise you this.
Damn. Sounds like Mama died in childbirth. That sucks. Also, this door, definitely locked. You can't even interact with it. It's kind of a shame that you can't, like, nudge him, you know, try to see if the door will open at all. Is this where I came from? It must not be.
Papa, this way.
Okay. That blurry effect is kind of annoying, and I think it happens a lot, but it's not a big deal, really. Yeah. You can't pick up, like, anything, really. Oh, you can nudge the doors, okay. Ooh. Creepy. I think this game might be a bit jump scary, I don't know, alright. Attics and nurseries, but they slept in the attic when they were babes in arms, and perhaps they have hidden there now? I remember I insisted upon it midway between my bedroom and my office.
There's a bad man coming.
No, I'm not a bad man. I'm your father. No. Edwin and Enoch's Diary, October 11th, 1899. Daddy says there won't be a Christmas this year. He is much too busy. Nanny says we must not disturb him. He is ever so busy. He is gone for work before she wakes us, and often we are asleep before he returns. We found a bird in the garden with a broken wing. We gave it to Nanny, who said it was a filthy thing and hid it with a rolling pin. Later, we crept downstairs to bury the body when everyone was asleep. There was a pig in the garden. We heard it snuffling about. Then Daddy came and said we had to come inside straight away. He was furious, but we think he'd been crying again. That's fucking hilarious. She fucking whacked the bird with a rolling pin. I don't know, that's kind of funny, actually. Oh. Edwin, Enoch. Oh, what's over here? Any notes? No. Okay. Yeah, this game is, it's got a lot less interaction, but I'm fine with that. Another pig mask. It's like luchador masks.
We're hiding, Daddy.
No, you're right there. Ooh, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned before, but one thing that I don't like about this game is the whole, like, dude, look how creepy the little ghost children are. Ooh, I mean, I don't know if they're actually dead or anything, but, like, you know, they're like apparitions, basically, and it's supposed to be creepy, but it's not at all. Like, not in the slightest, so I don't know why people keep doing that trope. It's horrible. I don't know, I'm just looking for notes right now. I can pick up a chair. Oh, that's good. Oh, this is music. Cutesy little music.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's just so... it's stupid. You know, a friend of mine said he wanted to play Amnesia. Oh, there they go. And he bought this game and The Dark Descent, I believe, like 3 days ago. And I kind of feel bad that he bought this game because it's really not like an Amnesia game. I don't think it should be an Amnesia game. It's good though, you know, just not Amnesia. All right, let's hear this.
You don't mind if I record this, do you? I find it most useful.
Ah, you have one of those wonderful tomato pills. No, of course not, my dear fellow.
It's my own design, Professor, along with everything you see.
Most useful. You understand, of course, where the ministry sent me, that they have concerns.
Did it stop playing? I hope not. Okay, I don't think it stopped playing because I walked away. I think it just... Okay, I think it just stopped by itself. Oh, I just remembered something. Looking at these pictures. Recently, there was a if you guys know what the kill stream is, this might be interesting. or what Red Elephants is. It's political shit. There's this guy, Vince James, who went on a debate and he argued about pornography with some lawyer, and he said that anything with nudity is pornography, which frankly I think is stupid, because just look how much like art there is. Is that, I was thinking, is that image of God like reaching out and touching, I think, Adam's hand, is that pornography? Yeah, no, it's not, retard. Alright, let's see.
Hello?
Precious eagle cactus fruit. Help us.
Yeah, precious eagle cactus fruit. Oh yeah, I think these turn on, right? That's cool. Oh, okay. The drawers actually do open. I thought they didn't. Oh, no. November 7th, 1898. The bank is refusing credit, the ignorant swine. I sit alone at night and weep, once the children and servants are safely asleep, where they cannot hear me. My darling, how I need you now. They say I have squandered my fortune, that my investment in these latest machines has ruined the family name. What? That I was to remain a local butcher? What are these 2 arms compared to the multitude that can be applied without pay, without tire, by adapting the mechanisms we find in the looms and the mills? But if the bank has its way, it will all come to nothing. If they come for the house, I swear I will kill them. I will kill them all. I will take my rifle. My rifle. My rifle. Oh, his rifle. Okay. My journal. The weeping rooms, where once we sat to weep Lily's passing, under weapons that cannot slay the angels, to retrieve her from heaven. Look beyond the paintings, Oswald, where once you watched her bathe. The children must have discovered those secret places and taken refuge there. Look beyond the paintings. Ooh, that sounds like I have to look behind a painting, perhaps. No? Okay. Oh, I'm locked in. Okay. That's not good. Alright, is this painting? Does that move? Come on. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I guess I don't. Okay, well now that I'm locked in, the area that I have to search is quite limited, which is good. Very good. Did I screw it up by putting the rifle back down? I hope I didn't. I must have, yes, I must have. Oh, okay. Let's close that. Oh, okay. Alright, it's creepy. I have fucking one see-through paintings, one-sided fucking. That is creepy. Oh, there's my office. Shit.
This dawning epoch, this age of reason, an empire grown fat, ripe for the bleeding.
Damn, this naked woman. This naked bitch is whipping someone. There's a lady. There's faces. Oh, I'm taking pictures of people's faces through the mirror. Alright, that's really creepy. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of there. You know, I really don't want anyone discovering my secret walls. The fucking... Ooh, the rats in the walls. That's a H.P. Lovecraft story. I want to read that. It sounds kind of cool. I don't know what it's about, but it sounds cool because it's Lovecraft. In Lily's honor, a banquet. Lilibeth Lily Mandis, interred here on 26th of September, 1890. The angels weep you to the glory, your teeth sold for the dollies of the poor. That's nasty. Did they actually like sell her teeth to put in dolls? That's fucked up. Alright. Yeah, this is a good game, I think. We'll see. Maybe I won't enjoy it and then I won't upload it, but I think I will. I think I do like this game. Can I go back? No. That's good. Also, I have all my lights turned off. So, if this game is creepy, we will see.
This way, Papa. Come and see.
The fuck are you guys? I don't see my kids. I want to go up here and see what's up here. I could swear there was something. Was this door open? Nah. Shit. I wasted my time. Oh no. It's only 1 a.m. now. I gotta be quick. I'm still gonna read all the story of the game. Oh. Alright, Grand Hall. That voice on the telephone. He speaks as if he knows me, and indeed I seem to remember him. Like a twin pulled away from the other at birth, I feel like we are entwined, though I cannot conceive of how. I am a drowning man gasping for the surface within my own house. Beneath me I know there are splendid architectures hidden in the dark, if I can only find the entrances. Ooh, so I got some fucking underground stuff, that's cool. Like, what's his name? Like Alexander von Brennenberg had that giant machine underground and shit. Alright, lovely. Ah, my eyes. Cool paintings everywhere. Oh my god, there's too much of this fucking house. What am I supposed to do? Like, it's everywhere. There's just so much house to explore. It's insane. What do you want me to do? Billion fucking rooms here. Oh. What's this? On bears and bathtubs. And after the party, she took my arm and said, "But darling, however did you get from the trophy room to the guest bathroom so quickly? Everyone considers you quite the magician." "My darling Lilibeth, my father's house has many rooms, and as for mine, well, it also has its secret chambers." Ugh, creepy. Teleporting. Alright, I guess this bear is draggable. Lovely. I want to look at the other animals, because they seem pretty epic. No, over here. Okay, let's turn the valve, because that's what you do in Penumbra and Amnesia games. If you see a valve, you just turn it. It doesn't really matter what it does, you just turn it. Alright, we got a whole hippo and an anteater. I didn't know they got that fucking big. That's like a dog, like a miniature horse, not a dog. I wish I could just take one of my guns with me. Oh, okay. There they are. The kitties. Oh my god. I got this game like so long ago, and what I tried to do, I didn't know what I was doing, so I tried to get over here by stacking boxes and trying to jump over the fence. Like, I was so stupid, I did not know like how to do anything in this game. And I ended up like never beating it. But then I played it again like a few years later. I remember the first time I bought it, like when I bought it, I was watching the Chowder Christmas special. That was some cool shit. Did I hear this? No, I didn't.
I must say, my dear man, you look awful.
Yes, I seem to have picked up something rather nasty in Mexico.
I do understand what you've been through. A lesser man would have crumbled. Yet you have made all of this. Your great factory, your charities. It is a wonder for one man alone.
It will all be made clear, Professor. But first, a drink.
Look at that, they're all going in the fucking pocket. Pocketing every ball. Okay. I guess I went to Mexico. Yo, Mexico, you know? Viva la raza! I love that shit. I knew it! Of course it would ring.
Do you know me?
Who are you? Where are my children?
Trapped, Mandus. Far below us. The machine is fouled. It is breached. It is flooded. The bulkheads are down. The children are engaged. If you help me, I can help you release them. Restore the power, Mandus. Drain the flooding and restart the great engines.
How? Where should I go? Hello? Hello?
Damn. Oh. Alright. That thing before said bears and bathtubs. I wonder if I need to go to a bathtub. That makes sense to me. I don't know. I mean, I think it makes sense. Okay, good that I can't open that. Can't open that. Oh, that's creepy. I don't think there's any enemies for a while, so I guess there's nothing to be scared of, it looks like. I think there might be one in here. I don't know. Okay. I don't think I've been in this area. December 20th, 1899. I am to have a visitor, the distinguished Professor A. He has come to ascertain my mental well-being after my prolonged absence from the club. But I am not stupid. He is here to spy for them. When they stalked the Ripper, he was often called to pontificate upon lacerations and missing organs. And now he comes to me, to doff and wheedle, and my dear sir, and but you must still grieve, and perhaps just a quick look at your engines, the triumph of the age. He knows nothing of loss, nothing of sacrifice. But to refuse, that would simply poke the hornet's nest, invite a swarm of interlopers and thieves. I must entertain this buffoon and submit to his intrusion. Perhaps I should show him the tripery. See whether his stomach, so trained by rummaging in the innards of clumsily vivisected whores, is strong enough to stare into the real engines of his golden age. I may even introduce him to Jack, or his sons at least. We have stronger locks on the windows now, and we bring their toys to them. Is Jack the Ripper here? Do I have Jack the Ripper living in my house? Oh, bathtub. That's a strange mirror. Okay. Oh. Nice. That's creepy. You could kidnap someone. Oh, I wonder what this is. Someone spilled wine. It's a Tivian red. They spilled it all over the place. Ooh, what is that? Oh, fuck. Looks like a fucking... either a fucked up blanket made of leather, or like a fucking tumor. Alright, how do I restore power? I guess I can go back. Unless this opens? No, that's not even a door. Let's get a look at that. Ooh. Looks like that splendid little thing is gone. Oh. So I guess my light flickers just like Soma. I get near a monster. Or I need to go this way, where the monster went. You know, a lot of times in fucking video games, my footsteps scare me. Rust, I get creeped out by them real bad. Like, in that game, sometimes it feels like...
I am off alone. I will cry all the way home. I will have none. I will have none at all.
Damn. Anyways, as I was saying, sometimes it sounds like there's someone like right behind me in that fucking game. Real creepy shit.
He's coming. Come on, Daddy. It's this
Alright,
way.
I'm coming. Oh, I don't know if I've gotten multiple notes since... No, I haven't. A curious discovery. Metal ticking as it cools and contracts. This must be the strange machine my new friend told me of. If my children discovered this place, it is entirely conceivable they strayed downwards, delighted in their discovery. Very well, it seems my route is predestined. The descent begins. The dark descent, if you may. What was I going to say? I was just about to say something. Oh yeah, this game, a lot of the, like, the way it looks a lot reminds me of Penumbra. Not Penumbra. Yeah, actually Penumbra, but like Penumbra Overture, which is kind of a shit game. I think Overture. That's the third one. All right. I believe it's the third one. Penumbra Overture. It's the dream one where like nothing's actually happening. It's kind of shit. I think it's black. Oh,
Papa, we
okay.
found an egg. A stone egg.
Oh, nice. Good for you, kids. Alright. Ow. That's gonna hurt real fucking bad. I think this game will do a good job at scaring me because it's completely dark in my room. Alright. Against the rising waters. Curled into his cabin, he barely noticed the passing weeks. The swell nearly sunk her, but his fever kept it afloat. In the dark, his song glowing. Yeah, I'm not really sure, I guess, what that means. Whatever. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, bruv. What's this? What is that? Yeah, I don't know. Some sort of winch? I don't know what a winch is, anyways. Must be one of those
Come
simple
on,
machines.
Slowpoke. It's this way.
Oh, thanks, kids. Hold on, I gotta read my note. Trapped. Was it a trick? That voice on the phone who seems so close to my own, who seems to know me so well, does he lead me for a nefarious purpose of his own secret devising? But do I have a choice? Even though his motives are unknown to me, I must find my boys. I will follow the machinery down into the very core of the earth if it will lead me to Edwin and Enoch.
The shaking ground you feel is our attempts to clear the floodwaters. Treachery, Mandus. We were undone. Your children are trapped by this act. You must find them before it is too late.
What do you need me to do? How can I find them?
Always deeper, Mandus. Through the piston room and into the tunnels. Then find the bilge and flush the rotten water. I will help you where I can. But you must be swift, my little friend.
Shit. Excuse me. Hiccups. Okay, this thing's interesting. Wait. Alright. I guess that was Enoch or Edwin. I think it was Edwin, right? Enoch. Enoch Powell. Okay. Let's fuse. Let's see what my note says. The saboteur has been this way. Intriguing. The gates are far too heavy for a man to lift and are instead hoisted aloft by a chain coiled about a tube that appears to be spun by motors connected to these electrical switches. What a fucking run-on sentence. While the fuse is blown, the motor cannot be spun, and the gates will remain an impenetrable barrier to progress. Impenetrable. I don't think I said that word fully. Looks like the gates have opened. What's in here though? Nothing. Oh. What's that? Okay. Saw another battery, right? There's fucking two. Can I throw it through the bars? If I can, I'll do that, because I'm not gonna carry this whole way. How do I throw? Hold on, I think it's the scroll wheel. I don't know how to throw. No, it doesn't go through the bars anyways. Just take this battery. I don't know if I'll need any more. I probably will. The stairs better not fucking collapse again. Come on. Alright, they did.
bandaged feet and eyes, small bones in the orchard. I have carried this world on my back with its legs about me. Damn this wretched soul. I am given birth to nothing but machinery.
Okay. Ow. They didn't break? They didn't break it? That's cringe. How could you board something up and not let me break it with physics? Come on, bro. Oh, look. Who would have thought? Oh, wait. It already has a fuse. And the fuse didn't explode. So I guess there's nothing up here then. Wow, I'm hot right now. Oh my god, today was a really nice day. It's fucking winter now. Like, it just turned winter like 2 days ago, I guess. But it was a really nice day today, like almost 60 degrees, I think. So I went to the beach. That was nice. He said deeper, but I'm only going up. Is this where I'm supposed to go? Is this? Uh-oh. I keep pressing like the wrong buttons to crouch. I don't like that sound. Not a nice sound. Okay. Thought there was something over there. Alright. More electrical sabotage. And alright, I don't even need to read that because I already know what it is. It's just a device to let me know that I have to put the fuse in. What? Oh, that was one of the boys. Hold on.
Follow us, Papa. We know the way.
How are you sure? Alright, let's read. The path is clear. It seems this chemical processor is merely one part of a much larger complex. No easy route for me then. I will follow my fever, the calls of my children, wherever they may lead me, as I move further into this strange empire. Yeah, they did a good job at making it a creepy atmosphere. This place looks very Amnesia-esque. The look of it is good. It's just the way that they have the game mechanics. It's not really an Amnesia game, especially since it wasn't made by the same people. That's why it's so different than Justine or The Dark
I
Descent.
told you he'd come.
Ooh, that's fucking cool. Dude, this is like some like Soma shit. It's like barotrauma. No, not barotrauma. What was it? Like I don't know. I guess it is like that. Or it's like a rust paste that's like heavily armored. Oh, I love this. It's spraying me. Alright. Yeah, I was also gonna say, the thing about this game is it's way easier than The Dark Descent as well. Like, that game's fucking hard at some parts. And the puzzles are actually difficult. But this is like a walking simulator almost. There's enemies and they can hurt you, but I don't even think you can die. Whatever, it doesn't matter. A bottle. Is there anything over here? What an odd setup. I guess it's like an intimidation tactic. Like, you have to walk past the guy who owns the desk to get out. So he's kind of trolling you. Oh. The collar, the neck, the noose. Such a fanfare. The Times wrote it was a splendid occasion. The bunting stretched for streets and the fanfare blew. A proud day for the family. I don't know what that means. A fanfare. Yeah, I don't know. What, is it like everyone throwing like a fucking festival for him? They're fans of him? I don't know. I doubt it. that's kind of weird, bro. Kind of quirky. These lamps are splendid. Simply marvelous technology. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's right there. Okay. Close that. Close this as well.
I have such visions to share with thee. In my jaw be unshackled, and you harvest the crust from my eyes. Make me clean and listen, that my thoughts and words can unfouled be.
Damn, he's talking about eye boogies. Those are icky. The crust from my eyes. Yeah, those are boogies, man. That's mucus. I'm not gonna harvest your fucking mucus. Icky dough. Kinda icky. Huh? May 1st, 1899. But then, what if they could stand upright and walk as men? What if the brute were harnessed thus? Would they sing? Would they find their own God? I have seen these things, and I will tell you now, no. No, they will not. But they will happily accept fealty to a God thrust upon them, and worship it thus given. In this I realize they are no different to the masses. They are much the same as us. Once this irrevocable threshold is passed, I understand that we too are shackled and must be set free. To free the man, we cut the man. In order to cross that great evolutionary line, it must first be painted upon the ground. It's kind of Marxist, in a way. I don't know, it's not necessarily Marxist to say that religion is bad, but it's kind of what he's saying. I don't really agree, you know. Kind of cringe. Religion not true, so religion bad. Religion control people, so religion bad. Yes. Yes, we need to control people. Sorry, buddy. I know you don't like it, but you don't have to believe it. If you're smart enough, you can just not believe it. I'm not saying that religious people are dumb. October 11th, 1899. We integrate the very latest knowledge of chemistry, using low levels of laudanum derivative in the feed to subdue the product even before the initiation of the process. This means that when we drag them from holding pens onto the line, they are less likely to panic and damage machine components or other products or themselves. This section of the belt is sheathed in rubber and kept well lit to maintain good spirits, and we have actually found that the intelligent placement of gramophones and simple acoustic amplification tubes around the line means we can use music to further soothe the product. We find Debussy particularly effective in this regard. Yes, Claire de Lune, wonderful stuff. Simply marvelous. I do like some Debussy, but Chopin is clearly the best. Like his Nocturnes and Raindrop Prelude. That's some amazing shit. That's like the top tier. Better than Mozart, better than Beethoven, better than fucking Vivaldi. Blech. I hate Vivaldi. What is this? The factory offices. All the suggestions of a large workforce, yet no actual signs of life. It is every bit as if someone has attempted to carefully create the illusion of a working factory complex, yet this facade, when examined closely, is clearly just a falsification. But I must put aside my anxieties, quell the unease that pits my stomach and continues on my path. Pumping station. It appears to be some kind of fueling station. I have seen automobiles demonstrated at Mr. Yarm and Mr. Simmons' works, but the smell here is all wrong. This is not petroleum, of that I am sure. Everything suggests to me that this machine must be significant in some way. Yeah, real significant. What is this? Dead pigs. Cool. Nah. Oh, I thought it was locked, and I went to try another. Did it just move? Oh wait. I think if I right click while left click holding something, it throws it. Kind of tosses it forward. Excuse me. September 28th, 1899. Imagine, they say, a machine one day that might think like a man, as if this is to be desired. One might almost boast of creating a man who breathes like a pig. Men and women upon all fours, rutting carelessly, ejaculating their filthy little missives into the streets, alleys and gutters running freely with the careless spill of the conjoinings, the air thick with the whimperings of lust, bodies streaked with their own emissions, We have created a world where man is so utterly debased he will spray his seed over passers-by, and yet this is the condition Babbage aspired to. No, this is not the machine we seek. Such an entity should be nothing less than a deity, and we would fall upon our knees and worship it. We shall not carve gods to bicker and fornicate. They will exist to clean the world and set us free. I reject Babbage as I reject these men of government. Let the pigs copulate in the gutters whilst they can. We shall scoop them up and ease their ascension soon enough. I don't know, Charles Babbage was kind of cool. He made like the first, he was like the father of computers. That's kind of base, that's kind of epic. Much better than whatever the fuck you're doing here. Biomechanics, bro? Oh, let me take a sip of water. I don't have a lot of water though. My mouth's getting kind of dry. Delivery schedule. How in blazes are we supposed to meet these damn schedules if even the basic equipment we are provided with simply will not perform its designated function? These cursed newfangled trucks will only run a fraction of the distance my old nag managed before running out of stinking gasoline. The gaffer says it's fine and there's plenty of pumps to refill them outside the factory walls, but you end up dragging a blessed tank from the truck to the nearest one to refill it, and the one in the storeroom is empty again. I can't be turning that crank handle all day only to find the tank is empty. Well, sod it, says I. Enough for a night, and to my bed I go. It's not like anyone needs access to the bleeding graveyard anyways. Harry, if you get this, I'll meet you in the Damson Templar for a jar. Is there another note? My journal. Holy orders. This church is connected to the plant. How odd. However, it does suggest another route into the main part of the facility, given the locked doors are on the fueling station. The truck blocks my way, however, almost as if the saboteur knew that I might consider this alternative entrance. Ooh, that's crazy.
Come on, Papa. Let's climb this one. I can see more pictures at the top.
Chemical transportation. Danger. Highly corrosive. Highly flammable. Ooh, this gives me bad memories of yeah, what is this? Cakey. Doesn't look too good. This gives me bad memories of, I think it was in what game was that? It might have been Outlast, where you get into one of these like things and it slides down and some fucking guys like waiting for you at the bottom. A strange container. This canister looks as if it may fit the fuel pump I saw earlier. It certainly carries the same fetid, unholy reek. I will not think of that which I saw pass me in its cage. I will not gaze again into that dark machine room. A more immediate task presents itself, and the opportunity perhaps to gain access to St. Dunstan's. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, Outlast. Yeah. I think I've tarnished Outlast before, because I really hate that game. I just don't think it's very good. Oh, that's how I rotate. Okay. Yeah, it's like not... It's scary and everything, but it's just so, like... It feels dull and shitty to me. Maybe I'll play it for this channel, and maybe I'll like it. Because I know I like this game, but I don't know if I'll like that one. It's kind of a gamble. Procter and Gamble. Highly corrosive. Wear protection. Holy shit. I'm getting out of here. Come on, come on. I actually have to crouch jump? That's bizarre. Okay. A fast getaway. Dear sweet Lord of all that is good and holy, I must make my escape, grasp this container and its putrid contents, and flee this place before that creature, that nearly man, returns. I will head for the church. Surely such an abomination could not follow onto hallowed ground. Surely not. Surely not. Okay. Good thing I'm out of there. That thing was creepy. There's a Pidge. I don't like pidges. Okay. Now that it's... Oh. Huh? Wait, come on. No. Whoa, wait. Crow noise, but I didn't see any crows. That pisses me off.
This way, Papa. Come and see. Will it hatch? Can we take it home?
Yes, my darlings. Of course we can take it home.
Why are Edwin and Enoch so effeminate? It's cringe. They're like fucking little girls. Yes, my darlings. Yeah, shut up. Queer mo. There's a pidge. A pidge has arrived. I don't know. That's what it seems like. Okay, not much out here. I don't want to waste too much time since it's already late and I'm tired. If I had the choice, I would go to bed, but I'm being forced to play this game. I'm being forced. I have no say. Livestock and Bibles. Lily dancing on the table, her eyes aflame. This love burnt into his heart scarred from the heat of this love, of his love dancing. Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure it's recording really quick after this loading screen's gone, because otherwise it will not save. Alright, this should only take a second. Yeah, I've been recording for 46 minutes. It's good. Okay, journal. Inside of St. Dunstan's. We sat here, I remember. We sat in our black and we mourned and we prayed and we bowed our heads. How I hated God then, how I spurned him. If this is our Lord, this pig who robs me of my wife, then I refute his embrace. I will carve a new God for us all. Such madness, such a fool I was. If such blasphemous ravings had remained within me, I would be doomed. But even here, I feel the machine throb beneath the flags, and I know my path awaits me. It kind of reminds me of those people who are like atheists because like something bad happened to them. They're like, how could God allow horrible things to happen? I don't know. I mean, maybe he doesn't give a shit about you that much. Maybe there's like 8 billion other people that he cares a little more about in total than just one random person. Well, maybe the reason bad things happen is because humanity fell from grace and now God allows people to suffer. Jeez, I don't know. I know original sin's a stupid concept, but these people, they just think God can't be real because bad things happen. Like, shut up, you're cringe. November 23rd, 1899. Twin candles bent to the will of the central saint, casting their light into the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah, I thought, could be trusted with the secret, but he is like all of the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens with his flock. He says he will enter into our world with them. A shepherd indeed. If I am interpreting that correctly, then Father Jeremiah is in on the situation and he wants to bring people in. He says he will enter into our world with them. Or... I don't really get it. I thought he could be trusted, but he is like all the others, so that's negative. But then he says he will enter into our world with them. A shepherd indeed. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what a lot of this game's supposed to be saying. This is where I came from? It is. Okay, time to head up, I guess. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. I'm gonna stop singing that, actually. Okay. Father Jeremiah's journal. Alright, let's find out what he actually meant. They flock to us now, where once I had to walk amongst them, to bring salvation into their lives. Now, drawn by warmth in winter, by the food that Mandus distributes, my church is full and my charters are saved. He walks amongst them and they almost worship him. He will not allow them to work in his factories, claiming that his workforce is specially trained for the new machinery he uses, and that it would be irresponsible, nay, unethical, to risk such precious lives as he sees here. a changed man since Mexico. It is to be praised that in the face of such appalling tragedy, and from the confines of his sickbed, as he is often chained to, he conducts one of the greatest and most benevolent charities in all of London. Not content with the rise to become the dominant food produce business in the land, he distributes his goodwill, his fares, to the poor, and they congregate about his kingdom in gratitude. So I guess Mandus gives free shit to people and they worship him because of it. Probably not literally. Almost literally, I guess. Oh, nice. I love church organs. And harpsichords, but it's not a harpsichord. Harpsichords are fucking great. They're like godly, actually. Read scripture. Literally incapable of reading scripture. I have this. Oh. I heard a sound from here. Let's read this. Infernal machinery. The engine fires, the flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption. But my children beckon me on, and I cannot fail them. Here we go. Let's see. Huh. Okay. That's kind of crazy. Man, that's some crazy tech. A hellish portal. It appears I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam, and I am to be cast as Matthews, then I will wear that mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever horrors lie beneath the altar. It's very Amnesia-esque. Again.
Listen, Papa. Hold the app to your ear. You can hear the sea.
Okay. These final thoughts. What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the malodorous half-light, whilst my tormentor shuffles below, my fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloom, and where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it is, finally, my turn to make that dark journey into the interior. There's prisoners here? In cages. Ooh. No, I can't do that.
Me elster olste antarak, for era sta oro kantirak, prosto, vendir mostirakan.
Is he speaking like Scottish Gaelic or something? Okay. It's fucking weird. Ooh. it is. Perhaps it's a pig. Pig's scary. Door. Okay. And so to the stoking. The workers sing as they work. They sing as they eat. They sing as they make toilet. They are always singing. If you place your ear to the ground, you can hear them still. Gross. Kinda icky dough, if you know what I'm saying. Kinda gross. Just like that story about people jizzing in the street. Okay, let's get the fuck out of there. Love how I said, like, they will not follow me onto hallowed ground, and guess what? They're right beneath it. Like that. Let's keep that little secret there. Oh, another fuel pump. Lovely. Oh, that music sounds nice. Yeah, more crow noises, but I didn't see a crow. There might have been some crows.
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
What's that mean? Schizo. Notes. The Mandis Processing Company. My soul shudders at what I have seen, but at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onwards, downwards, to find those floodwaters and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of its vile cradle. I just said cradle. Oops. Okay, I guess this is where I gotta go. As much as I don't want to waste time, it's cold out, so I have to close these windows. Chilly day. Alright.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government, they make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
How does one do that? How does one deliver the workers to paradise? Yeah, it's kind of it's not communist, but it's like critical of capitalism. Is my light flickering? Window's not closed, so I know I didn't. Okay. Okay, what's up here? passing by. There's a phone. Let's close these windows. It's cold.
Hear me, Mandus. I am compromised. Our contacts must be brief and occasional. Beware the wretches who populate this compound. The way you seek is under the pistons. When you meet the saboteur, you will understand everything.
Lovely. October 17th, 1899. Each compartment is ergonomically designed with a feed row at one end, so the product naturally settles into a position ready for the stunning arms to connect to the skull. We use the natural static charge built up by the friction of the carts against the belt to build an electrical charge which is contained within glass vacuum canisters at the sides of the stunning arm mechanisms and delivered along the stun arms via copper cabling. We have observed that the artificial lighting contained within these canisters seems to calm the product further. Post-stunning, the line tilts sharply to the vertical, the physics of which tips the stunted product upwards to fall directly onto the hook of the bleeding line. This hook passes normally through the haunch or thigh of the product, and from this point we dispense with the belt and instead instigate a channeled floor which creates a funnel allowing blood and byproduct excretions to collect and run to the fluid collection tanks. So basically the holocoaster. Oh. What a weird sound. Okay. Works manager. Creepy. I don't like it. I swear I saw something move out there. Oh, I see. It was just something coming out of focus and then coming back in. Coal. It's not good. I don't want coal. Be a good boy for Santa. You've been very naughty. You get coal. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, let's take this coal this way. Because I have played this, so I know there are more furnaces up ahead. Sliding doors. I like those doors. They're nice. Very nice. Japanese thing. The sliding doors they have. I think it's a chinky thing. Oh, that's already lit. It's lit in here, bros. Fire and steel. Fires are stoked, assuming the same architect is responsible here as with the chemical plant. I surmise that a centralized control system regulates and operates the pistons. Finding it. Alright, yep. Close these windows. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's autism shit. Stop. Are your furnaces fueled? Yes. creeped out because I'm in my bedroom and it sounds like someone's snoring. It's just in the game, but it sounds like there's someone like in my bed. I know there's not. At least I don't think. Yep, of course not. It's just creepy. It makes me paranoid. It makes me kind of nervous. Because I don't know if you guys hear it. Maybe it's just me because I'm in my bedroom and it sounds like someone snoring. It must be the game. And it's only in my right ear as well, which is where my bed is, to my right. What exactly am I doing? I guess I'm just walking around. Compound X storage. Danger. No naked flames. Compound X. Real creative fucking name. Great. Okay. April 30th, 1899. The crate arrived this morning and I had it delivered directly to the workshop. The body's remarkably preserved, although there is a subtle yet nauseating stench of damp and rot. It is humanoid in shape but has suffered severe skeletal deformity. Remnants of leather straps encase the torso, which is deformed, with evidence of substantial muscle mass and displacement. It is difficult to ascertain whether this unfortunate is the recipient of some barbarous surgery or was born deformed and an attempt to force his narrow body into some semblance of humanity was made. What he is I cannot tell, but I smell the orb upon him and I suspect my great-uncle's presence in his curious condition. So it can be done. We can reshape the body into a tool, accelerate the process of Mr. Darwin's evolution. But here my great-uncle and I part company. He chose men as the subject of his experiments, but men are difficult to control and rotten with sentimentality. No, we require a new creature for our chattels. Loyal, clever, strong, easily sated. Ooh, the orb. That's creepy stuff. That orb, if you know the orb. It's not nice, orb. What? Do I have to walk the other way? Blackened pit. Alright, yeah, lovely. Lights are flickering. Oh no. Danger. Chemical transportation. Danger. Highly corrosive. Highly flammable. Alright, I guess we're going down. Oh, fuck. Huh? In the nest of eggs. The factory is quiet now. Stumbling the alley. A wrench hung loosely from his hand. Oil and grease dripping off it. Looking like blood that in the half-light. Cool. Lovely. I guess these pictures are what stage we're on. Because if you look at that one thing that's all over, that like glowing screen that keeps showing up, I guess it tells you what level you're on. Ugh. Alright. Christ. Okay. The descent continues. What did that dark voice instruct me to do? Under the pistons, into the tunnels, and onto the bilge pumps. And if the doors should be locked, I will have to find another means of descent. I cannot trust him, but my path is set. I shall ignore these noises, that snuffling, those shuffling steps below me. I will brave whatever lurks beneath, and I will save them. Sabotage! Bruised and battered, but alive. I have survived the saboteur's best efforts. He and I are now locked in an epic struggle, but I am driven to find my family, and I will prevail. Ignore the madness about me. Do not consider what cruel and unspeakable acts have been committed here. Find the way to the bilge, drain the flood, free your children.
Quickly, Mandus, find the entrance nearby. The children weep in the darkness, and the flood waters continue to rise.
Damn. July 15th. I don't know why I almost said 5th. July 15th, 1899. In order to facilitate assimilation of tissue groups, a compound is required, or the cells will not bond. Disposal of non-bonded subjects must be immediate, and using incineration or we risk continuous animation without form. This is unpleasant. A simple compound of 1 part Brennenberg infusion vitae to 1 part orgone monad dispersal fluid is sufficient. This can then be administered intravenously to subjects following reassembly to maintain bonding. The compound is unstable and highly light reactive. Once in the body, the Schumann lamp can be used to activate the compound, but outside the body it is highly corrosive. It can even destroy small quantities of metal, such as a lock. Ooh, wow. Maintenance access. There's clearly another passage beyond the lock gate. It seems I have a choice of approach. The padlock is old but firm, and after that fall I cannot summon the strength to break it open. Perhaps I can find another way. It all comes together so nicely. Alright. Thank God there's not another note. Too many notes. Too much reading. I like that little Aztec-looking temple. Dude, the Aztecs are so cool. They're my ancestors, partly. I also have black ancestors, and I don't know if they were cool. Probably not. The centrifuge. It's some form of bizarre mixing device for chemical compounds, and it positively reeks of the foul fluids I have seen too often before. It is clearly a compound, some volatile bastard of 2 composite ingredients. I should wager I would find them close by. I think it said both close by, and I missed both. Cool things. Anyways, what was I saying? I said I have some Aztec ancestors. Not true, but it's close to being true. Oh, lovely. Yeah, almost true, because I have Puerto Rican ancestors, and while they may not have been Aztecs, they were Caribs, I think the term would be. Let's read this. A warning. Inflamed it is, burning it does, bleeding from each hole, fore and aft, leaking down my legs, blood and excrement. My lungs are in my vomit. I pass clots of my organs now onto the filthy stone. Drink this, he says, and I did drink it. I did do that. Because of the changes they ripple into me, my teeth sneeze out and scatter like mice in the dark. I cannot find them all. Gathered what I can, push them back into my grey gums with my fingers, but the nails are all weepy and falling out. Drink it, he says. It'll help the running of the fever, because not us all can take the change. On the other table, a beast under a blanket. I never wanted to see under that, but he drank it too. He passed it under the blanket, and I heard it drink. Dear God Almighty, how can a man shit so much blood and still live? Yeah, I often wonder that myself. How can a man shit so much blood and live? Fucking nasty. Oh fuck. Shit! motherfucker. Okay. Was that scripted? Was I supposed to let that happen? I believe it was scripted. Wasn't it? No? That was terrible. If it was scripted, I'd probably appear in some other chamber. Maybe it was. Am I heading back to where I was before? Okay. I guess it might have been scripted. I think it is. I think that happens every time. But they really took quite a few hits to kill me, which is a bother. It should only take like one to knock me out. OMD. Alright, those there.
It fell onto his hands and they eroded in front of me. To stumps. To stumps. Next time we will use an equal mix of infusion vitae and orgone disperser. No, just take him out. You can dump him in the river for all I care.
Alright, nasty. Let's go to the holding pens, because that's exactly where I want to be right now. Is there even going to be a monster here? I'm sure. But I don't hear it. I don't see it. No? Okay. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. That was an awfully long screen, but oh my god. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? I can't believe my eyes. I just can't believe them. Look at that. That's amazing. Alright, I'm gonna move before whatever that is gets me. August 20th, 1899. Took delivery of another batch of imbeciles today. They are the sorriest specimens of humanity I've ever seen. No one asks where they go to. The authorities of Bedlam are simply happy to reduce the overcrowding in their teeming, stinking halls. We measure their skulls, check their teeth, we give them laudanum to pacify them. They wait in line, livestock, dull brown eyes and filthy skin. Many soil themselves as they wait. Into the manipulator they file in silence. I hear the hissing of gas. I hear the dull groaning as teeth are removed, as bones are reset. I hear the pigs screaming. We have removed all the mirrors. After the process, it is their reflections that trouble them the most. Afterwards, when they sleep, I walk amongst them. My children, I whisper to their dreams. You are my children now. I have children once again, and your forms imperfect will be the engines to make my own blood flow again. I think I'm gonna take this guy with me because if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, this is
over there. Place it in the corner. What? You think I speak Prussian? Do I look like an inbred hog, sir?
Damn.
Who gives a damn what it contains? Just set it down carefully and leave me be.
Do I look like I do I look like I speak Prussian, sir? I'm not an inbred hog. It's not nice. There's nothing over here then? I need some laudanum. Is this where I came from right now? I don't believe it was. Oh, it was. I like that sound. Let's see what's in those walls. In case someone comes out to get me. Oh no. No. Which way is he going? Better not just do the same exact thing over and over again. Looks like he does. Will he pass me if I turn around? Nope. Ow. Ow. Okay. Nice. But I guess scripted
The lift
sequence.
has been
So
sabotaged.
leave me alone.
You will have to find another way to the tunnels. Take care in this place, Mandus. It is the crucible of the evil that stalks these corridors.
Fucking hell. So annoying. I need my laudanum. Not laudanum. Whatever that fucking solution is. Maybe it is laudanum. BIV. Alright. Come on. Please don't be another pig. Oh, Edwin Enoch. Lovely. Another teddy. Unless that's the same. Can't be the same. No way. August 4th, 1898. Oh, going back. More experiments with Compound X. Took the dog and injected it with strychnine. After the expected convulsions and spasming, it died just after midnight. I immersed the body in a large tank of Compound X and introduced an alternating current via induction coil for a period of 3.5 minutes. Partial return was induced. However, the damage incurred prior to death was retained upon a revival, meaning the dog continued in the acute state of strychnine poisoning until I put a bullet in its skull. But drowning? Perhaps, yes. It is after all known to be the kindest of suicides. If one were to drown, replacing the fluid in the lungs with Compound X should theoretically be perfectly possible as a revival method. Okay. These loonies drowning dogs. Okay, I already sent something through the pipe. I felt like I had something to say about that, but I guess not. Unless I forgot, which is possible. Okay. Here it is. Oh yes. The idea that the solution can revive people is kind of similar to the fucking structure gel from Soma. I guess I shouldn't say that because it might be a spoiler in a way, but whatever. You know, with the rat, that one part with the rat getting electrocuted and then it starts moving again. That's what that reminded me of. Okay. Let's put that down and read my note. A heady brew. I have the compound. It hisses and steams in its container like some living thing, a witch's jelly to burn and corrode. The container is made from glass, a strange choice unless there is some particular reason why the metal that pervades everywhere else cannot be brought into contact with this so-called Compound X. I should investigate further for clues. No need, no need. I know exactly what I now must do. Because I can use facts, logic, and reasoning to own feminists. Okay. Oh. Okay. That could have been bad. Okay. Here we go. Yes. I feel like there's also an Amnesia where you have like a part where you have to melt through a lock. I think there is. You can. Yeah, the jar of acid. I believe that's. Yeah, they kind of copied a lot of stuff, just like straight from Amnesia. It also looks though like Soma took inspiration from this game, at least partly, with the whole revival of the dead serum. This leaking world, and the rhododendrons seem to be taking over the garden by the wall. I could dig them for you? No, no, get out of this house. You leave them be. Yeah, you can't do that. The cats have to eat the rhododendrons. You can't just leave them there. The cats get hungry and they eat them. Mmm, yummy. Rhododendrons taste like poison. Yay. Yay. Alright. Oh, October 22nd, 1899. Naturally, once bled, the product must be scaled, dehaired, and scraped ready for gambling and evisceration. For this, we pass them through the steam reservoir, which is kept at a constant temperature by passing excess high-pressure venting from the engines via the boiler and series of large copper pipes into a stone chamber just below the workhouse. At the center of the machine, there is a component that must be kept at a consistently low temperature, which controls operations of the processing of the products throughout the system. Alongside this, refrigeration is of the utmost importance in retaining product quality, and this also requires heat to be removed from certain areas of the machine. Two problems are therefore combined into a single solution: the removal of heat from some areas and the requirements for increased heat in others. Conducting panels draw heat using the principles of convection regulated by the boiler and sending freezing air along one set of pipes in one direction and superheated vapors in another. Yeah, whatever, who cares? Blah,
Isn't it
blah,
dangerous
blah.
allowing this filthy discharge to collect so close to the core?
We can use the flow to drive the turbines. There will always be a torrent of excreta flooding through these tunnels. We can use this to supplement the steam production and ensure constancy.
Dear God, the stench! This fecal matter is the true product of the age.
Yeah, it's true. Nasty. The flooded tunnels. My mysterious friend is correct. The sewers are indeed flooded. To descend further, I will have to find the local sluice pumps to drop the water levels. The smell is almost unbearable. It makes me gag. Why should the saboteur have flooded the tunnel so? What did he hope to achieve? Ooh. Okay, I guess I have to get those gates open. This noise is disgusting. Oh, this is like that game Vanish. Back when I used to like watch Martin Fire, he played that. It's like you're like in a sewer, and there's like some sort of mole person like down there with you. Maybe I should play that for my channel. That one's old and it's creepy as fuck. Ooh, that's not good. You know what that means when there's something splashing in the water? Hold on, let me get in the water. Oh, it's coming. Yeah. It's one of those fucking monsters from Amnesia. Or something similar. August 1st, 1899. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. This is no Kelm, and I am no Eliyahu? I don't know, that sounds biblical. Okay. At least not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do at the center where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated in their duality. Hold up, I'm having hiccups. I need some water. And their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. This vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected areas sealed and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Alright, so the pigs that are... I guess the electrical thing in the water is a pig man that's shifting between dimensions. Alright.
Faster, Mandus. Drain the waters. Open the way to the bilge pumps.
Got it.
We are waiting for you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, buddy. Okay, yeah, nasty poo water. Poo? Cringe. What's this? Why are there extra? Oh. I was wondering why the hallways were like this, but they were already like that. They did not change like some stupid horror game. Like, ooh, look, the hallways change. Cringe. That's what I have to say. It's bullshit. You can't do that. Oh man, I really hate paranormal stuff a lot. Like ghosts and shit. Like that's cringe. But I like when there's like a scientific explanation. Maybe that's my like fake autism. Yeah, I don't like when there's a something that's explained by magic or whatever. All right, let's see what this is.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Madness, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
Another pig reference. Maybe because it's Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Ooh. What was I going to say? Oh yes, the Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a great aid to humankind? What did he say? Not human. I fucked it up. To mankind, I think. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for mankind, I believe. Maybe that's not the... Hey, buddy, where you go? Oh. Oh, huh. Yeah, that's good. He's obedient as well. He's not getting pissed or anything. Alright. February 17th, 1899. And I said, "Look, my darlings, can you see it?" And they said, "Yes, Daddy, yes, we see it." A tall, weathered cap of a steep-sided pyramid, so like those of Egypt, stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about, intertwining the stucco serpents that thrive about the steps, a palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. And this is where the king sat. And this is where the priests live. This is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they threw the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly, truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether. Or perhaps their tragedy was that they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling upon them. Damn. That's pretty cool. So I guess, Mandis, whatever his name is, that can't be it. Mandis? Is it in here? Mandis, I guess. Mandis, post-diluvian, after the flood, that means. That's done it. Now I can enter the strange decontamination chamber once again and move onwards. The waters are pushed back, making the way to the bilge clear, where I can divert the remainder of this filthy torrent back into the Thames where it belongs and clear the path to the center of the machine. What was I saying? Now I'm pissed that I forgot. Bitch. Yeah, you stuck.
You're so near now.
Oh yes, Mandis was looking towards the ancient religions, I guess not so ancient, the old religions of the South American natives for inspiration, which is pretty cool. They used to cut people's hearts out, throw the hearts off temples, kind of epic, kind of admirable, kind of Chad, kind of trad. Yeah, that's what I think. I think we need to bring that back. Mandis was right. We need to put fear into people's hearts again. It's kind of nice. I love how it's like he actually gets inspired by that. And he's like, yes, it was not savage at all that they. It was definitely savage. Of course it was. They were cutting out hearts and throwing them off buildings. It's kind of savage right there. Oh, look at that guy. Like the music. Oh, that one. You see the one on the left looks really buff. The one on the right is not. Oh, get fucking trolled. Apparently this is a... Oh. They're eating dead people. There's a human torso. Fuck. A nest of wretches. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. I will not think of what I have seen, of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. Yes, in spite of the horror, I will move on. My instinct drives me to find my children. Let's definitely close that door behind me, in case one of them breaks containment. It sounds like there's one out there, actually. Oh, hey. Playing with toy blocks, I think. Oh. Will it be because they say pig on them? Nah, you can't tell. They're not even toy blocks. I mean, they're not the letter blocks, I don't think. Those ones are trad. I gotta stop saying that. That's not funny. Okay. Dude. Kick. Cringe. Trad. Is it trad or is it cringe, bro? What's he doing? Looks like he's not doing much. He do just be chilling, though. You know what? I feel bad for them. I want to leave their windows open. Let them breathe a little. I would imagine they would suffocate if I left it closed. There's two doors. Mary Tudor. Dude, that thing could actually like squeeze through the bars if it was smart enough, so I'm gonna close that. And now I'm gonna go close those other fucking doors. I'm gonna close these hatches. As much as they should breathe, they're horrible creatures and hopefully they die. Not painfully though, hopefully they die painless, humane deaths, because I don't like forcing things to suffer that don't need to suffer, but whatever. That'll happen. That's what's gonna happen to them, alright? Hey, buddy, I don't think... how's he supposed to get into the cage, actually? I think he has to sleep on the floor or on the cage, because there's no way to get on the cage, or in the cage, I mean. That one's sitting over there. What's he doing? Is he trying to sleep, or is he masturbating? I don't know. These pigs seem kind of fucked up. I guess it's an understatement. Disposal tubes, emergency access only. I think we're getting close to the end of the game, so that's good. It's not a super long game, really. You know, not very long at all, I don't think. Ooh, it's cool music. I kind of like some of the music. I like the church organs. I like some of the music going on now. Is there... I'm gonna go around and see if I can find a ladder down. No? Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a cool symbol on the grate. It's a great symbol. Literally, it's a symbol on a grate. How do I go down? I can't go down? I guess I just have to fall. Alright. Here. Nothing. What's down there? Not much, but it looks like there's something. go down pretty deep. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Oh, wait, there's a fucking room down here. Look how close I am. There's 2 more rooms. I've gone through this, this, and now I'm here. Yeah, this is a pretty quick game. I could check. I'll check at the end how long I've been recording. I'm not going to check the time yet. From tide to spine, he placed his head in the vice and spun the wheel until the skull cracked and the thoughts leaked onto his shoes. It relieved the pressure for a while, but it soon returned. That's fucked up. Imagine actually crushing your own head in a vice. I imagined that like ISIS would like use like a hydraulic press on someone's head. Like that would be so fucked up. Kind of shouldn't. Not that I wish harm upon anyone, but if they really wanted to fuck with people, they could have recorded that. I think they made a fake video once that I saw where they cut some guy's head off, but it looked so fake. It was obviously not real. Like there was like barely any blood. It was insanely
You
shit.
seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mendes.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
Pretty cool. Like this guy's I like how he's a utopian fanatic. Obviously I don't agree with his fucking worldview. He's fucking mad. Like, not the Aztec thing, but just
He's here!
just the idea that morphing people's bodies into like fucked up like pig mutants is a good idea. What's this? The pump rooms. These must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these fast pumps. But he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. Nice. Ooh. Let's keep away. Gross.
Ahead, it trickled to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Ugh. My kid he fucking dissolved into bloody mist. The red mist is coming. Ooh. Big ass door. Oh. Nope, keep away, please. Wait, was there a mask in there? I thought I saw one for a second. And it must have been why that sound played. That. Okay. Stop. Ensure all wheels are in place for correct operation of pumps. Well, I wonder what I have to do. Perhaps I will have to get some wheels and put them where they belong. I don't see any wheels. They all look like they're in place actually, so I'm just gonna hit the fucking switch. Yeah, that should be good. That was not there before, was it? Maybe it was. I like how Mandus is like a schizophrenic and he sees his kids everywhere. Even though they're not there. It's kind of epic. And schizophrenia is like so interesting. I'm not saying it's like good or anything, but it's just like crazy, you know? I mean, I guess obviously it is, you know? Okay, my journal. Valves and pipes. Another pump. It seems once again I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I am trapped in some great game, forced to undertake endless Herculean labors for the promised reward of my darling children. Yes, a Sisyphusian effort where I will never truly succeed. I must keep pushing and pushing and pushing, with no end in sight. Fuck. Oh shit. God damn. Fuck. Not nice. Really not nice. Not nice. Not nice, devs. Game developers. Oh, not nice game developers. I'm not going there yet. Let's see what's up here. I don't know which way I have to go, though. Must I go this way? Perhaps. Oh. All is right. God's in his heaven and all is right with the world. It seems. Yep, it looks like I have one more chamber afterwards. Nice. This is going smoothly. Except when I fell into the water and almost got killed by those fucking invisible electric pigs. So retarded. There's a ladder. I shall not jump into the pit. That would be oh wait, I'm gonna have to fall anyways. Wait. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, what the fuck did I do that for? Oh wait, is this a different ladder than the one I fell down in? It must not be. I don't think. I thought there was gonna be like a cutscene, like I die down there, but then I hallucinate other stuff happened. Well, what the hell was the point of that? Really? There's nothing down there. Nothing at all. Now everything's all staticky. At least there, I don't think there was anything. Was there a lever? I have to check. I love lever. I love saying that word. And garage is clearly superior to the American way of speaking. Americans don't know how to pronounce simple words. Garage, like no. Lever, no. It's lever and garage. Okay, buddy. Yeah, I don't think there's a. There's no switch. Let's get out of here quick. I don't want to waste too much time. I guess I'm not too pressed for time. My family will be coming for Christmas Eve dinner at like 5, so you know, and like 5 p.m. so I can be up for quite some time. I could literally go to bed at like 5 a.m. and I would still wake up in time for that, so it's really not a problem. Anyways, I did shower this morning and tonight, so I am well. Finding the children. The flood is drained. I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. Nice. Kinda epic. Alright, do I have to go down to that fucking hellhole? I can't. What do I do? There's steam. There's steam in my way. It's blocking my path. Alright, when I was up here, I looked around and I did not see a door. Unless this opens. Oh wait, come on, ridiculous. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? I can't go through any of those doors. I can go down there again, but there was nothing there. And if I go over here, there's what's waiting for me? Steam, really hot steam that I can't go through. Was there a lever? Or a valve? No. And then over here, there's nothing again. Oh, a ladder. Who would have thought? Stupid me. Better not fucking collapse the floor or something. Wouldn't be too happy about that. Come on, get me away from that. Okay, we're good. Really cool system of airlocks. I have to wait for the pressure to go up. That makes sense. Or whatever this is. Kilograms per centimeter squared. Okay. Getting paranoid again. I thought I heard something in my room. Perhaps at my room. Although I know that is very unlikely. At this hour. Whatever it is. Probably 2. Excuse me. I remember I did find one note before that was very well hidden, but I don't think there's any more notes over here. Or it wasn't very well hidden, but it was hidden. Core systems access. Here we go. Let's shut this shit down. The children dancing. They pulled the child loose from the thresher, or at least what was left. More where that came from, said the foreman, apologizing for the inconvenience. It's nasty. Let's have a little bit more water. Just to moisten the mouth from all this talking. Yeah. I feel like the graphics are very Penumbra-esque in this one. Some of the props, the way they look. It's cool. March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden. They clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within, that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. Hopefully rhododendrons. I remember how it whispered to me as we rode sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of rhododendrons. Rhododendrons, awesome! So cool. I love rhododendrons. Another note? Are you kidding me? The heart of the machine. And when they first said Daddy, my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in 2 bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this flood, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. Cool. Stop. No unauthorized persons to enter this facility by order of the management. Guess there's nothing over here. I was considering which way do I go, but this is the only feasible way.
You came then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
So I killed my kids, probably. Those tiny shattered
For your
skulls.
children, Mandus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
It's like a fucking aperture science elevator in the old parts, the really old parts, not the fucking... Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the enrichment spheres. Damn. Is that coolant down there? Or is that just water? I guess they didn't make coolant back then. Not real coolant, probably saline or something. Not nuclear reactor coolant. Okay, that's autistic. I don't know why I care about that. I should care about the story of the game.
Oh dear God. Dear Christ, what
is this place?
It's beautiful, Mandus. Don't you see? Ooh, nice light.
I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn, all to save them.
Okay. It's nice. Let's do that. Okay. Come on. Shit. Alright, guess we gotta go another way. Let's check out this room. Rod control room. I thought it was gonna teleport me in or whatever. You know, that one thing where it loads you to another room.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Cringe? Not really cringe. I shouldn't have said that. That's just nasty. Ugh. Hideous sound. Okay. A final act of sabotage. The bastard has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and then I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. Yes, I shall. Let's go down and down and down. I guess it is cooling. It's radio. Apparently, I have a Geiger counter as well because it makes a sound. It goes click, 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 click. I didn't know they had Geiger counters in this age. In fact, I highly doubt that they did. I highly doubt they knew that radiation existed. Perhaps they did, but this is 1899. I mean, I know they knew radiation existed, but probably not gamma radiation. Anyways, or whatever radiation comes out of a nuclear reactor, probably all sorts. I mean, it must be. Alright, another note. Ignition control. Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. Nice. I think I might have buried their crushed tiny skulls. I don't know. Could just be a metaphor.
Quickly, the air is thin. The little voices tell. No, Mandus, they suffocate. They suffocate.
Daddy, Daddy!
Those lights.
Now, Mandus, set them free. Set them all free.
Okay, locked in. Oh god, it's that one machine from inside.
I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Okay.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Whoa. Icky. Kinda icky. Mandis, saboteur. Returning from Mexico, I was struck again by London's filth. The squalor, the miasma, the rot. We should cut free the dead flesh, allow this wound to heal anew. Yeah, I don't know about that.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
Not sure what mammon is, but okay. Oh, I don't like this. I'm really slow right now. Oh my god. It's Enoch and Edwin, I think. Oh. 29th of December, 1899. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Or are souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork, and intricate machines to serve a function that, upon reflection, we might set to a new task? Can a man, defined by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, his machine? Until those children of his soul turn in new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Wow. Bro, that's deep. That's deep stuff there. Another fucking thing. Let's read that. Okay. Betrayed, so it is done. The saboteur was me, and the voice on the telephone was him. But what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is a moment when the world split into two pieces, and the innards of humanity fell from an orifice, turn agape into my open, bifurcated heart. Hey.
Where are they? Where are my children?
Why do you ask, Manders? You know the answer well enough.
August 31st, 1899. Children really are the most wonderful, useful creatures. The unfortunates from the orphanage have proven indispensable in cleaning the larger steam pipes. It appears that matter from the slaughtering process may indeed vaporize at source, but drifts like dust through the air and lodges in the pipes, causing them to foul. Periodically, we shut the pressure down and send one of our pixies into the pipes to scrub the reconstituted fat away. Armed with just a shortened broom, our little explorers venture into the dark. Of course, we can only keep pressure down for a short period, so they must be fast, or they risk being trapped and boiled by the superheated vapors when they rush back into the system. Then we will be sending their comrades in afterwards to scrape free the cooling mess. The survivors tell me you can reach all manner of places within the complex through the pipes. I smile, tell them that I am so proud, and then feed them to the pigs. Not nice. Automatic pressure regulators shut off. Can I break the glass? Oh. No, I guess I can't. It broke itself.
What are you doing, little piggy? Do you think I will allow you to sabotage me again?
I want my
children, you unholy bastard!
I think that's where I came from. No, it must not be. Oh, it must be because the steam was in my way. Now I can get through. But the other area looked remarkably like this. Ow, I hurt myself.
Will it hurt them?
A cleansing fire always burns, little Mandus, but it purifies and it makes anew. Did it hurt to carve out the fevered flesh? Did it hurt to cut free the gangrenous foot? Ask instead this: can we save them?
When did I say that? That is not me. That is not me!
Oh my god, I can't see shit. Wow. Sounds like someone's in denial. There was a spoon of medicine, I says, and it's a silver spoon, what you did get born holding. Ever so painful for mummy dear, but grasped so hard it was in a little screaming red fist. Later you used your spoon to dig a hole in the garden to get all the way to Mexico, and then you did eat worms with your spoon on the way to stay fat. This spoon was the same you gave your twins, then you used it to dig a hole to their clockwork souls, and you ate up their hearts like soup on the way to keep you fat. Fat little mole, where will you dig next, I asks, you and your little silver spoon made from the silver spine of your children, and wrapped in the hair of your dearly departed. Dear sweet Jesus, my darling Lilibeth, what am I become? Yeah, that's a good question to ask. Trolled? Okay, my journal. Mandus is the saboteur. It seems that the pressure system is indeed the Achilles heel of this facility, something I clearly did not realize in my first clumsy attempt at sabotage. If I reroute the steam, I can wreak havoc. Okay, I guess I can't go that way. Pressure regulator. Some form of steam regulator. I'll wager if I disable it, the damage caused by the rushing steam pressure could be catastrophic. Certainly enough to force a temporary stalling of this entire engine. That should cause the steam pressure to drop. Mandus, you clever old goat, I can feel this horror, this grief, this betrayal boil into fury. I will not stand, I will not be undertrodden. If this machine is my heirloom, I am the old man. pipes and out the engines. Now quickly, through the pipes before the pressure returns and they fill with boiling, corrosive steam. I sense the machine snarl itself about me, its unholy, inhuman mind coil and slick and send its dark tendrils through its conduits to repair the damage. I will return to the streets, I will fetch help, and I shall lead the people upon the factory, burn it to the ground, and seal this evil place underground forever. Yeah, I hope so. I hope you can seal this. Ow. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Bad. Other note. Steam vents, all about me, the thunder of machinery, the blasts of boiling steam. I cannot pass without fear of scalding. I am a lobster, cracked, my circulation stagnated, my vital motions impeded. The steam will boil my whole unless I can find a way to shut it off. I don't think you can shut it off. You have to escape it.
This is your doing, Landis. This is what you dreamt it to be.
I will stop you. I will save them.
You are too late. It begins. My work has begun. Kill them, my please. Kill them all.
Damn. So the piggy's just killing everyone? Anything to save them. Of course, all the offal we cannot sell from our system is donated to the workhouse, making them perhaps the best fattened unfortunates in the whole of London. Great. It's crazy how, like, metal. There's so much metal. Metal upon metal, thick, very thick metal everywhere. I like how it has the old elevator ding. I guess it's not old.
Oh God, no, what have I done?
Landis, I know you are out here. I own this city. I am this city.
No! This is not what I meant! This is not what I meant at all!
Alright, what's this? No one misses the poor. Round up some orphans and the world will thank you for it. Disappear a whore and a gentleman applauds you. Call a beggar and a lady walks safely again. I hate them. I hate them more than any of the others. This privilege, this pretension, these so-called leaders, these pillars of society, these rich and fanciful. They wear the filth on the inside, but they are no less dirty. I have plans for them all. We will feed them and then we will feed from them. Damn. Crazy stuff. Does this person have no roof? Or is it just like a glass roof? Either way, it's really weird.
Redeem yourselves. Redemption is at hand. Enter the cleansing and set your souls free. For you are born into filth and will die as pigs. Only through my redemption can you ascend to the skies and claim the heavens as your kingdom. Fall on your knees.
Oh.
Ashes, bones, and
Great.
ashes.
We have set aside an entire wing of the mansion for their parties. We invite them from near and far, and we guzzle them in with fine wine and the finest cuts in all of London. My God, madness, but these chops are rather divine. Who is your butcher? Feed them up, for the wine and the brain sauce will lend a character to the product, keep the flesh relaxed. Opium in the champagne and gravy, a hog roast every night for the Duke and the Duchess, an actress battered and sliced, an artisan in every mouthful, an wine and porter of fine tea, stewed in his own leaves. They bicker and breed under the table, by the fireplace, on the carpet, stained with wine and fat, whilst long dead nobles of deformed grace and cold stare watch them in gilded frames along the crooked walls. We will hose it down later, and we shovel them into our machine.
The pile will reach critical, and we can have such a burning that this city will shine as a beacon of redemption
Crazy.
for the world!
Where do I go now? It's not this way. Journal. London's burning, London's burning. God forgive me what I have unleashed. I stand and smell the burning city. I see ash upon the wind. I hear the roars of the sickening beasts and the screams as they fall upon the city and drag its people below for the slaughter. Now I begin to understand what the other composite ingredient of Compound X must be, and I also understand this. It's my responsibility now. I must find a way back to the heart of the machine and complete what I started. Yes. Where do I go, though? Not that way. Not back. This way. If this even is back. God. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Go this way. Bunch of crates. What's that door? This stuff. It's ridiculous if I can't figure out where I'm supposed to go. Oh well. We'll see if there's anything. Oh, this way. Okay, that makes sense. Not really. Damn. Going ham. Oh fuck. Hope he can't get to me. 23rd of December, 1899. I stand and look at myself in the mirror. Oh, okay. Penis in hand, and my reflection grins at me, and his mouth is full of the sulphur mustards. Vain fool, he sneers. Are you really so very different? Do you genuinely believe your works of evil are any greater than the rest of them? You are simply a weak man, a product of his age, the same as any other. This is empire, cretin. This is the killing idiocy, the natural result of this social Darwinism. If you are evil, then this world is evil. You just let the blood run in the street rather than hiding it in the poorhouse. You hold the blade and slide it home yourself. You do not pay a man to do this for you where you cannot see it. If you are evil, at least yours is an honest evil, and that alone makes you Ubermensch. And thus I wash my hands and take to bed. What? Where am I going? Oh my god, that's where I came from. I just went all the way backwards. Okay.
Do you hear me, Mandus? This is what you planned.
Damn. It's not good. Oh fuck. Oh, that's really bad. It's like right behind me. Go, 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 go. Shit. Pigs really be raping and killing everyone. Streets and alleys. There are too many of these damnations. These beasts loose on the street to all have... there are too many of these damnations. These beasts loose on the street to have all come from the engine rooms. As I emerged, I counted 3 of the damnable pneumatic lifts, which suggest the machine has been planning this for some time, smuggling routes to the surface all about this neighborhood. If my bearings are correct, beyond the alley I should stand directly over the ignition rooms, and I would wager that if I found a pneumatic there, it would carry me back to the machine's heart.
Beast! Creature! Where are my children? Where are my children?
It's over here. Absolutely nothing. What? Hearing pigs, but there ain't any. I guess man pigs, whatever you want to call them. Perhaps man pig is a more appropriate term. Alright, let's go stop this. Let's go finish. Oh, what was that? That better just have been Enoch or Edwin, and not the fucking pigs, because those are creepy. Farming the world. A missing vein, I see this now. We must find them, those scrolls, those old words written upon metal rods that glow in the half-light. The dusk, this gloaming. What the fuck is gloaming? Farming the world. That reminds me, I hate when people say we have to feed the world. How about no? Because if you feed the world, you know what happens? There's certain groups of people who have 5 more kids that you have to feed. And then there's other groups of people who only have like 2 kids. Or maybe even 1, which is acceptable, but when people have like 1 million kids, you know, it just like makes the world worse because you have more and more people to feed. So, you know, especially if in some countries they just end up starving anyways. You have countries where people have a lot of babies, and you send them food, and they use the food to make more babies, but then the babies need food, so they can't feed them. All right, counterattack. I have returned, an angel of vengeance, saboteur once more. We'll find a way to stop this vast enterprise of slaughter. Enough destruction to open the heart before, confuse the machine enough to spring its locks and secret doorways. I must cause a great shock, stab its eyes, poke a hot wire into its ears, hammer to its teeth, and push glass into every orifice. Then it will gasp, and in that gasp I will scuttle into its throat, stab it off from the inside. Let's see if there's anything over here before I do my thing. Absolutely nothing over. Oh no! October 25th, 1899. No machine blades for fatty bishop and gluttony Iris. I don't know. Prime cuts all for the sorting bins, and the very best, as always, back in the dumbwaiter kitchens above, to be stewed and plumbed and graved in breadcrumbs and returned to the table for the next night's feast. And not every night, you see, although we have begun to increase the frequency of the final act. Unlike the pole, the rich will be missed given time, but we will continue to spoil and ready them, and our fine foods are now exported to mansions and lodges across London. And it has been noted in the Times of late how rather overweight the great and the good are becoming, with their diets of fine wine and rich meat. Indeed, in Punch just last week, a cartoon showed Viscount Selwyn as a stuffed pig laid upon a platter for his peers to dine upon. A vicious and cowardly slander, no doubt, but he tasted delicious. It was weird. I feel like whoever made this has like some weird fetish. Fucking little obsessive. What's that? It's a hand. Mandis Processing Company.
But will they be free?
Yes, my friend. Drained and bled and freed from the prison of the flesh. Free to ascend as smoke to the stars.
And the good? The worthy? How will we save them?
Show me these worthy, Mandus. Show me these good. I do not see them.
Damn. Danger, Compound X, no naked flames, no unshielded electrics. Yeah, blah blah blah, it's free. But here it is freezing and the components keep them cold. Why should it be that the deeper I go, the cooler it becomes? What great process generates such heat that the machine must quench it with a cocktail of blood and effluent? Yeah, I'm not going to read all of that, because it's just probably just like a hint as to what I should do. Danger, Compound X, no naked flames. Okay. Oh, let me guess, what does it say? Coolant pumps, yeah, I don't care. Oh, I have to turn off the coolant. There we go. I've got that done. Damn. It's kind of creepy, though. Is that it? There's nothing else in there. Head up the ladder. Let's see what's over here. That's not good. We're just gonna have to kill him. I think that's done the trick. Oh, yep. We did it. Alright. Let's turn this lever. It looks like the other control room from before, which is kind of quirky. Now we actually get to get a fucking good look.
I know you, machine. I know what you fear. I will rain excrement into your very soul. I will destroy you.
You are too late, Mandus. My great works are almost begun.
Oh, it's already moving. Oh, it locked me in here, okay. October 27th, 1899. And waste not, want not, for here the assorted slop and innards are sifted and sorted and enter the world through more channels and means than one could possibly conceive. The product passes by this section of the engine and is driven through the blades, splitting into two sections, ready for the butcher's block. And in the interim, it is kept in our freezer bays under the house, and the heat produced naturally by the refrigeration process feeds into the pipes and crannies of these rooms, and is the very reason, my dear friend, that we can sit here in shirts and waistcoats but no jackets, on a freezing winter's night, without a fire in the grate, and discuss our great enterprise. The warmth in our bellies and toes may be attributed directly to those bellies and toes, even now passing through steam, fire, and blade beneath our feet. Damn. Crazy. Alright, what do I have to do? The tripery. Ooh, lots of blood. Cool. No. December 2nd, 1899. Walking away from those temples, that small pile of stones under the rhododendrons, the skulls of innocents under the loose clod, headless rib cages in the cool stone behind the altars, 3,000 miles apart, I trace back my life to this instance. Rain channels eroded in ancient stone. The toxins are already in this damp, this falling water. I hack and retch and vomit into the sink and grasp the bowl with both hands and stare. There in the plug hole, as clear as day, a toy spine, clockwork and intricate, like a child's spine, but clockwork. How could that be? How could a child's spine be made like clockwork? I washed it carefully and placed it on the mantelpiece. By the egg I laid myself, under the garden where the children's skulls are buried. I call it my Mexico. Having some fun there. Yeah, those blocks look so weird. And it's not synced up, the animations. He picks it up and then it floats. The journal. Lots of journals in this game. Glad I'm almost done so I can head off to bed whenever I'm done. The path to the tripery. It is critically injured now, I am sure of that. It jeers no more. I feel it shudder around me, a wounded animal pressed flat to the ground. I feel it is afraid of me, and I hate it all the more, as I hate myself for unleashing it. My head pounds with blood, my teeth vibrate. I retch and burn with fever. I am an angel of death, descending to smother the firstborn for the death of the two that came after. Okay.
I am here again, at the foot of those stairs. Towards the red light of the nursery, sunset in the window like a bleeding sky, the horizon a slit throat, the seeping dark to drain the guilt from us. I am the jaguar-faced man. I am the feathered serpent. This priesthood is mine.
Let's see what's over here. Oh, lovely. My house. He's cannibalizing someone in my house. Oh, there's another one in the back. Doing the same. Just sitting there. No, he's just sitting there. Alright. We shall move on. Oh, Christ.
I can meet him, your great engineer. How marvelous. I must say, Mr. Manders, my excitement is almost unseemly.
Yes, I can see that. Step this way, Professor. I will be right behind you.
Manders? Manders, where the devil are you? I can't see a damn thing. Manders!
Shit.
We are the pig, Professor. We are all the pig.
Trolled. Yeah, that guy just got fucking beat over the head with a shovel or something. Nice. What even is a tripery? I gotta Google that. I think I'll have time right now. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get walking. Tripery.
I climb in stillness now.
Place
Blue
for tripe
water
is
runs in my
prepared.
veins now.
Let's
I am
try.
keen. I carry the knife of this factory, the bowl of this mill. I am come to collect you from your fields and your furnaces. I will gather you into the white clouds. I will gather you to me, and I will take you home.
Alright, tripe is entrails, and this is where they are processed, I guess. Let's have a giant room. Invisible walls, black walls. Veil lifts, the bride is waiting, and in that instant, cradling my children's head in my palms, I knew I had to unbuild what I had constructed. This machine was ever mine, and it fell to me to redeem it, and myself.
Hear me, Mandus. My gears are adjust. My steam is built. Soon I will spill that blue water and split the egg, the
me a very great burning, that we might make the world clean. Be proud, for this is your doing. Until you steeped me in the blood of your own, I was nothing but rotten architecture. You have made me, and I will make the world anew.
Damn. Kinda crazy. This place looks cool. Actually, no, it kind of reminds me of BioShock, and I hate that game. I really hate that game so much. It's just like the worst. Alright, let's read. In my dreams, I walk with my children. I walk tunnels where no human has trod before, I am sure of that. It is just me and him now. Frost forms on my coat sleeves, the deathly still and the freezing air tell me I am close. That's fucked up. It's like freezing down here.
But why did you take my children?
Aye, madness. Of all the blood we have spilled together, the first drops fell from your hands alone.
Then I am damned for a filicide, and everything is lost.
So he killed my kids. What is happening? Okay. Where am I? What am I supposed to do? Oh, this is creepy. And it's orgone distribution tanks. Is orgone even a real thing? I think it is. Wow, that's some creepy lighting. Electrogravitic suppression. South Tower. Fucking hell. Mandus descending amongst the spirits. I deny you. I am not your chattel. I will not be your operator, the monkey to your organ grinder. Alright. What does that even say? Electrogravitic.
Only to save you. Only to spare you. I would have given my soul to spare you this world and its loan.
Yeah, this is a lot like not Amnesia, Penumbra.
My children. My children. What have I done?
Penumbra Requiem,
What have I become? Put it right, my darlings. All of my wrongs will be righted. All of my sins washed clean.
I think I'll just upload this video tomorrow. I'll have to make a thumbnail as well. I don't know what exactly to do though. Alright, let's see. 28th of December, 1899. Memories, they surface like bloated bodies rising to the scum of the Thames. I looked at them, covered in the blood of their dead mother. Little piglets squalling in their swaddling, and my heart at once was filled with a great love and a consuming hate I could never have imagined. At that point, did my soul split, creating him? Was this the egg of my soul? The moment the great clock began to tick? Is the only path to redemption to join us together again? To make myself whole? To close the great circle and take that madman into my heart once more? And forgive him and myself as well? Make us whole again.
I love you, my
Dead
darlings,
space.
and I am sorry. I am sorry for all I have done. I simply loved you all too much for this world.
Damn. So I killed my kids, and now I have to make us whole again, Isaac. Okay. Mandus is alone. I search for instruction, for advice, for help in my goals, but in return the system mocks me. Simpleton, it says, you must find your own answers now. What? Oh, fuck. I was wondering why it was flickering.
Mandus, put aside your misguided crusade and let me save them. You may hate me, Mandus, but I have seen the future, your 20th century, and let me tell you this, a far greater slaughter awaits you there. I seek to save the world by blood now, before millions fall beneath history, pushed under by blade, bullet, and gas.
He's kind of right, though. 21st century, or 20th century will be pretty shit. Good, you can just jump around. Oh god. Fucking hell. Oh wow. That's kind of like the fucking in Soma, you know that when the fucking guy with the disco ball head teleports, it like makes that like thunking sound, that really intense sound. That's what that is. The screen like pinches in. Oh my god, it's my heart, I think. Okay. What do I do? Designed by Nikola Tesla, but they keep it a secret. Got it. Touched them all.
I have you now, creature. I will destroy you.
Stop him! Stop him! Kill him!
It is over. It is time to end this madness.
You know, I saw in the subtitles they forgot to put a period at the end of I will kill you. So, I mean, Frictional BTFO'd. Frictional games just got BTFO'd. Hardcore epic style. Alright, let's go do this.
Dried paper soul of the world.
Enoch, Edwin, Oswald, and I. Oswald Mosley, Enoch Powell, and I don't know who Edwin is.
save the world. I am your friend.
He's got a cock cage or something. What is that? It's a fucking fleshlight. God damn. I guess that's like a clone of me or something. Oh, his feet are clipping through. That's stupid. Alright, whatever. All I know is I must march on. I must finish what I started.
Mandus, please, I am no more evil than you. We sought the same thing, to save humanity, ridding them of their painful, stupid, pointless lives. Mandus, stop. Think about what you are doing. For your children, Mandus.
Do not speak of my children, monster.
I did not kill your children, Mandus. You sacrificed them on the temple steps, knowing what the coming century would do to them. Your sons will drown, lungs full of mud and shrapnel on the banks of the Somme. You wanted to save them from the horror to come. That is the vision we share. Everything we have built to avert this coming nightmare. You and I are one. We are the same. Our souls are entangled. We deserve to make them free.
House of Horrors. Crazy shit. I guess my kids are gonna die in World War I. Because that sucks. Well, I mean, they would have if I hadn't murdered them. Or sacrificed them. Fuck. It's a temple.
I have stood knee-deep in mud and bone and filled my lungs with mustard gas. I have seen 2 brothers fall. I have lain with holy wars and copulated with the autumnal fallout. I have dug trenches for the refugees. I have murdered dissidents where the ground never thaws and starved the masses into pain. A child's shadow burnt into the brickwork. A house of skulls in the jungle. The innocent Mandus trod and bled and gassed and starved and beaten and murdered and enslaved. This is your coming century. They will eat the Mandus. They will make pigs of you all, and they will bury their snouts into your ribs, and they will eat your hearts. Please, Mandus, no. For your children.
Alright, I think that is all that is left. That's all of the game, I believe. Well, every time I hear that ending speech about, you know, the trod knee deep in mud and yada yada, it's like, it's pretty good. Kind of gives me those tingles. You know, it's really well done. I think that ending speech. I hate how some of the pig shit is kind
I
of like.
lay there and watched the god I had created die. At the end, when we were cold as the stone we had hewn his body from, when the lights were nearly all extinguished, we heard, in the silent distance, the man-pigs singing to one another. Then, as the last lights were gone, and we lay together in the deep, they drifted away, and all was silent. Such a silence I have never known. And as the dust settled on my open eyes, and we lay together embraced forever, I heard, miles above us, the sounds of the city turning over in its sleep. The church bell ringing out. And in that moment, the new century was born.
Alright, now I think it's actually done. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it's kind of cheesy how like everything is like, oh, we gotta reference pigs in this, and then they do stupid shit where it just sounds so cheesy, like more pig, like shut the fuck up. And they also say, they just said it, the man pigs were singing. Don't call them man pigs, first of all, because that's just cringe. Second of all, I mean, they were singing. Yeah, no, cringe. I hope they weren't. That would be horrendously like gay. If all the man pigs held hands and they all sang Kumbaya. Yeah, no. I mean, obviously they didn't literally. Oh, God. And this is who did it, make it, for your pleasure and appreciation. I'm gonna check right before I stop recording what time it is, but I'm gonna let this play. Because these people made this game that I purchased and played for your entertainment and mine. So we might as well see who they are. Why am I not talking? That's weird. What was I gonna say? Okay. I guess I just wanted to hear the music, even though it's not good. Oh wow, it's an original song, of course. I don't know, there's not much to say. I mean, the story's a little odd. It's kind of confusing in a way. I guess Mandus went to Mexico. God, it's kind of loud, the song. Anyways, I guess Mandus went to Mexico. He found an orb in a temple, killed his kids, and then he started killing people, making pigs underground, and then he was going to release them to kill other people. But what I don't understand is what exactly his final... Oh, the party that leans upon the workers but serves the bourgeoisie in the period of the greatest sharpening of the class struggle cannot but sense the smells wafted from the waiting grave. Leon Trotsky. Yeah, little communist, bro. Little communist. The end. What was I saying? What exactly Mandus's goal was supposed to be? Like, did he want to just make everyone pigs for what reason? Was he killing them so they didn't have to suffer? I don't know. That might be it. I'm thinking that's something like it. He wanted to kill them and then make him their god? I don't know, because, like, I guess he didn't want everyone to die. He probably wanted the pigs to survive, and they would work under him, but they would be happy because they would be ruled by him. I don't know, because he was talking about the Aztec shit before, and he's talking about how like, ooh, it was great because they all had this thing that kept them in line, I guess. That's probably why he thought it was great. I don't see why it's much different from the system that was already in place where people, you know, if you don't work, you gotta starve. I mean, theirs was that if you don't work, we'd cut your heart out and throw you off a building, I guess. Or throw the heart off a building and roll the corpse down the stairs. That's what the Aztecs, I guess, were doing, or whatever, the Mayans, I don't know. My ancestors. Anyways, I think it's a good game. It's a little... I think it's a little heavy with the, dude, let's reference pig and everything and the big stupid shit about pigs. I kind of cringed out. But whatever. Alright, I guess I'm going to check how long I've been recording, and then I'm going to bed. Oh fuck, I've been recording for 3 hours. Okay. I didn't think it was going to take that long. I guess the long plays that I googled, they didn't read everything that they could find. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good night. Have a good one. Merry Christmas if it's still that time when you're watching this video.